Good morning everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So we had a pretty massive sell-off yesterday. We are kind of, I don't even know which trend line to pick, but anyway, we're still making higher lows. Okay, we are now below the moving average again, and this is just an indication of the confusion. So we're below and above, and then below and then above, and that's kind of the moral of the story at the moment. So at the moment, this is, in my opinion anyway, still sort of a buy the dip market, but I much prefer the opportunities on the S&P or the Wall Street or the Nasdaq at the moment. The DAX is just, to me, sideways at the moment, and way too volatile for my trading style anyway. So if we look at the 1 hour, let's just start with the 3 hour here. So we had this massive 3 hour sell-off here, and then gradually ground up again. Okay, so this could be forming a flag. It does look like a flag, and we'll look at that on a lower time frame. So in other words, rising wedge. So you'd expect another move equal to this, to the downside. But looking at the US markets, there's some big pin bars, specifically on the S&P. There's a massive pin bar there with almost a 450 point tail. So that's a true indication that buyers are coming in on the daily, and that's probably going to swing over to the DAX as well. So at the moment, you can see there's the wedge here. Okay, there's your wedge. So we get a break and retest, then I would pretty much expect another strong move to the downside, maybe to come and pick up this trend line at 12,400. Okay, or alternatively, what you're going to see is this form into a channel and continue rising to come and close this upper gap. So at this moment, for me, I don't think there's really a true opportunity. And if we just review what happened yesterday, we had this little bit of consolidation break here, no real retest of it, just dropped like a stone very quickly. Difficult to get into those trades. You're always looking, well, me anyway, I'm always looking for a break and a retest before getting in on a trade. So this kind of thing wouldn't have got me into it anyway. The big question right now is, what is this? Is this a wedge, or is this a double bottom that is now going to come up and find a target? Are we looking for a Fibonacci retracement and then move down? Lots of questions here of whether you're finding we've got a bottom, or whether we are now looking for a second move down. Now, the other thing to bear in mind is I don't really have a level that it bounced off. So if you look here, there's no real level that suits me. So that would be more or less the level that would suit me at the moment, was somewhere in the region of 12,548. That would give me confidence. If I found this kind of price action on that level, then that would give me indication that we have found a bottom. And if we look at it on the hour, you'll see pretty much a double bottom there, inside bar, pin bars. So there was more than enough price action there indicating that we have a bottom. This pattern that we have here, I'm not convinced. So I'm not convinced that there's a bottom here, and I'm also not convinced that there's going to be a continuation to the downside. So yes, I think I'm pretty much still on the sidelines with the DAX for as long as we are bouncing around inside this chaos. And I'll just reduce this. So long as we're bouncing around like this in this chaos, I think I will stay away from it. I'd rather trade something that's trending, and for me that would be the S&P at the moment, and possibly the Wall Street as the second one. Okay, so yeah, if you are going to trade this, I think my advice is pretty much the same as yesterday. Move on to the 15-minute and pay attention to your 15-minute price action. Get your levels drawn in on something like a 2, 3 or 4 hour chart, and use those levels to buy and sell off based on the price action that you see. You're going to be able to keep tight stops. So you know, if you find some support here, you can probably end up with like a 30-point stop loss for a move back up, or alternatively, you know, if it comes up into some form of structure. I'm just going to use this one here. So it could come back into this kind of structure here, and you could sell off that with a really tight stop, looking for a move down to the next bit of structure. So I think that's probably the only opportunities that I'm going to see. You're going to be scalping this more than anything else. Okay, anyway guys, another totally confused day on the DAX for me. Not even convinced that this is a massive move. This looks like a bit of an exhaustion bar as well. One good thing is these gaps to the downside are closed, and at the moment this is a higher low. Okay, so that to me means I need to be looking for an opportunity to buy. But because of the way we're swinging up and down below this moving average, I'm not convinced. It's more of a range, confused range for me than anything else. So we will keep our money in our pocket on this one. Anyway, hope it helps somebody, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.